Hello, dear friends. Today's message is about navigating your soul journey. I want to talk to you, the people who are experiencing changes in their life. Maybe it's transformation. Maybe big things are changing in your life where it's helping you see life from a bigger perspective. You are recognizing that it's more than just your personality and your body and this physical reality. Maybe you're waking up to understanding what this life is about for you and what it means to be a soul. Anytime you hear me speak about your soul, your journey, anything in these videos, I want you to sift it through the filter of your life and your mind and what it means to you. I am just here to give you some words that spark your own inner knowing, that wake up your own intuition. So however this translates to you personally is exactly how you are supposed to receive it. I want to talk about how we navigate when we start to wake up, when we start to realize we are on a path of awakening. How do we navigate life when that happens? I know for me, it was big changes in my life that triggered a spiritual awakening. I suffered some loss, that things were taken away, and it made me wake up and see that life was more than personal possessions. It was more than my job. It was more than what I thought I was achieving in this world for status. In that moment, when I had that realization, it caused me to ask bigger questions. And I started to get more in touch with my soul and ask questions of why I am here, and really start to explore the deeper meaning in life. So that is what I'm talking about when I say your soul journey. Once you have this realization, and some people call it waking up, once you start to awaken to the spiritual side of things, how do we navigate life harmoniously? Because it can be such a shock. It can be uprooting at times. For me, it was something that uprooted me. It took away my safety. It made me feel ungrounded. That ungrounded feeling, coupled with the realization that I was a soul, really put me way up here. I was not feeling in my body. I was not feeling like I was before, when it was all material. Do you know what I mean? I'm also like a double air sign. So I'm very airy. You know what I'm talking about? So there are three things here. There are three components to be aware of as you're navigating your journey that will help you bring awareness to where you should focus and what needs more attention and what might need a little tweaking. So the three components are your body, your mind, and your spirit. These three components of us are with us through our whole journey. And this is our tools for navigation. This is our vehicle. So if you look at these three components that are taking you on a ride through life, going through these different adventures, you want to make sure that they are all working harmoniously together. And when I say harmoniously, I mean the whole picture is coming together in a beautiful, comfortable way where it's not off balance. So in a spiritual awakening, we can get all in spirit for some time, and we aren't so much thinking about our human existence. Sometimes we need to be brought back down to earth and reminded that we're also human, because we go from thinking we're only human to then realizing we're a soul. Sometimes we stay up here for a while, which is perfectly fine, but then we got to come back down and be integrated into this physical reality to do what we came here to do, to carry out our soul's mission. So how do we recognize what needs tuning up in our vehicle? So for a moment, I want to ask you, if you were to be honest and take a big picture view of your life, are you more living in the mind frame of you are a soul, or you are a body, or the chatter of your mind? And the chatter of your mind is usually that social conditioning, that should have, could have, would have thought process. You need this to be successful. You need this to be happy. These are the things the world tells us. That's your mind, okay? But that's your mind when it's not in alignment with your soul. Your mind, when your mind is in alignment with your soul, is you have more awareness that this thought process is actually going on. So you catch yourself and you build a healthier chatter in your mind, okay? So are you more in your mind right now? Are you more in your body? Are you more in your spirit? Just take a picture of that into thirds and see where the majority of you abounds, and how can you make some changes in your life that will help you bring it all together. Because we are here for a human experience. So whatever we are learning in the spiritual realm is so we can ground it into this physical reality. So we can make the changes that we wish to see here in our world, and bringing in that high frequency. It doesn't matter. I say this so many times, like, it really doesn't matter how much you know about all these different dimensions and spiritual things if you're not grounding it into your life and making the changes through taking action. So if you're more in your mind and you're more in your spirit, how can you create daily practices that help you physically get to where you want to be? Let's use this example. If you want to be let's say you want to write a book and you have all these ideas and you're constantly like just in that world of ideas and writing, but you never bring it together in a practice. You need to develop a daily habit, a daily practice where you say, I'm going to sit down for an hour every day, undisturbed, turn off my phone, shut the door, no kids, no family, no dog. This is my writing time. And then you develop a structure within that hour. From there, you can develop a goal, a monthly goal, a quarterly goal, a yearly goal, to bring it all together. This is physically bringing in your dreams and grounding it into a physical reality. If you are wanting to be a spiritual leader, I can't tell you how many people I talk to. They have so much spiritual wisdom and they really want to hold a community and teach people, but they are terrified. They're scared. They can't get it going. If that is you and you have all of this spiritual knowledge and wisdom and everything going on up here, what can you do daily to make it a physical offering? Something you are sharing with the world physically. It could be through walking through the forest, sitting down. Maybe you say, for 1 hour, I'm going to walk through the forest. I'm going to take an hour. I'm going to sit. I'm going to connect with the earth. I'm going to write. I'm going to take that writing and then share it with my community. If you don't have a community, maybe you need to work on creating the community that you desire to create. What are the action steps you need to take every day? And allot that time to making it a reality. I think you get the point with what I'm trying to say. We need to be grounded and integrate all of it together. So how can we integrate all of this into a well-performing vehicle that is getting us to where we need to go? Now let's talk about where we need to go. Sometimes when we are on this journey, we think that we need to know everything about how this unfolds. And the truth is, we have no idea. We do not know where it's going. We have ideas of what we would like for our dreams and goals. Don't throw those out the window. Like I said, take the grounded action, implement them daily, but know that this journey of life is taking you on an adventure. It's like you're going into the forest and you do not know what you are going to uncover there. It is all an adventure. And I'm saying this because we need to also be willing to receive and be willing to go to those places that we don't know. We need to get comfortable with the unknown, so to speak. And if we are gripping so tight in our spiritual practices, our spiritual identity, our mind, and we grip so tight to these things to control and say, I don't want to go in that direction because it scares me or it's painful. That's for your safety, I understand, but make sure you're not doing it so much that you are missing the adventure and journey of where this life is meant to take you. Let's let that sit in for a minute. So how can we release that grip? First, we have to see where we are gripping. First, we have to see the things that we are holding on so tightly to that keep us guarded and shielded to where we are not experiencing life to the fullest. And sometimes those things that we are gripping to are ideas. Sometimes it is the mind chatter. Sometimes it's the idea that life has to look this way, has to be in this box, or my dream has to go down this path or has to come out looking like this. So I'm holding on so tightly to that idea and that thought in my mind that I miss all of the abundant gold that is my unique expression, my unique life path, that it's so unique that you wouldn't be receiving the things you are here to receive if you took somebody else's life path. So if you're watching somebody else that you adore, you admire, that you look up to, and you keep trying to model your everything after them. It's good to have structure. It's good to have role models, but there comes a point where we need to let go a little and let life show us how it's supposed to unfold for us. So if you can see where you're gripping too tightly in certain areas, that's not letting in all of that abundance for you in ways it's supposed to be for you, you're going to miss it. I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm saying that to help you look deeper, help you be more honest with yourself. Do you have a certain persona that you hold in, like how you are supposed to present yourself? Maybe you are holding an idea of how you are supposed to present yourself to the world, but it's fighting your soul. Your soul's like, no, we want to let go of that. like if your soul is saying, I want to show you what will feel best for you. Let me show you, instead of looking at all of these ways the world says you're supposed to look in that role. So how do we let ourselves open up to this? The first step is awareness. Feel in your body. So if we are coming into harmonious union and living in harmony in this vehicle to navigate, you have to be able to feel. Feel into what is truth for you. When you really think about your identity, your path, your structure of your day, maybe you need more structure, maybe you don't, maybe you have too much structure. How does it feel in your body? How does it resonate? And how does it make you like do this? You know, like, oh, that feels like crap. I really hate that. It's just not resonating with me. So you're like pushing against all of this energy that you're just like, I don't want to do it. So that is your body. If you can feel that resistance, your body might be telling you, okay, let's do this a different way that feels better to us. It takes some practice. It takes some stillness. We live in a very fast-paced world. Find a stillness that works for you, where you can sit and tune in and feel. And I've said this a million times in my other videos. I'll say it again. Finding a practice to connect with your soul daily is, I mean, when you're on a soul path, it becomes non-negotiable. You have to find a practice that works for you, that feels right to you, that you're tuning into your soul. My meditation practice is daily. Sometimes I feel stuff, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I get huge downloads, sometimes I don't. But I know that that connection daily is so important for me to follow my soul's, what my soul is asking of me. So a lot of times we have no idea. Like I was saying, the path that we go on, we have no idea what that is going to unfold like, or what that feels like. Sometimes we have no idea what our soul is here to do. And sometimes it's designed that way, where you're not supposed to know everything. But I know that when I connect with my soul daily, I tune into it, okay? So when I go about my day, I'm able to be guided by my soul. And I can't put this into words. It's something you have to experience for yourself. It's that deep knowing, your intuition telling you, okay, you do that every day, but today we're not going to. And you listen. And that's when you experience synchronicities and you see all those like 1111 over and over and over, or like you're thinking of a song in your head and the song comes on the radio, or you're thinking of somebody and they call. Like, these are synchronicities that are showing you that you're in tune. You know, if you listen to Abraham Hicks, she's like Esther Hicks, she channels about manifestation. She talks about being tuned in, tapped on. How does she says tapped on, turned on, tuned in, something like that. You're just tuned in, okay? You're just tuned in. Find a way to tune in. Find a way to tune in that you develop that relationship. Sometimes when we go on this, I'm going to take this in a different direction now. Be tuned in enough to know when things are not working for you. This is very important. On the soul journey, there are going to be times that things are not working. And you need to know, you need to be tuned in enough with your intuition to know if it's not working because the timing's not right, if it's not working because you're not supposed to go in that direction at all, or if it's not working because there is an energetic block that you need to clear. Believe me, if you are on this path, you know what I'm talking about. And if you don't, you're going to soon, because it's not very long. It's not very long into this awakening path that these things start to happen, and you start to understand life from a bigger picture. So then you stop pushing against what's not working, because that drains your energy. You stop pushing and you surrender and you say, okay, show me. Okay, show me. That is a strong prayer. And you will be shown if you're willing to receive that guidance. Ask for guidance, and also know when it's time to ask for help. Know when it's time to go to a spiritual mentor or go get a reading. We are here. I do readings for people. I am here to help guide you if you need guidance. That's a part of my gift. And if people are not coming to me, I cannot share my gift. So don't ever think that it's weak. It's not weak. You'll know when it's time to ask for guidance. And if you have resistance, you need to know if your resistance is maybe your mind trying to keep you small. Sometimes we have resistance against things that will be the biggest change in our life. So understand, is this resistance something that I'm resisting because I do not want to grow? I'm scared of growth. I am too comfortable. Or is this resistance trying to teach me that I need to go in a different direction or go about it a different way to get to the same end result? Okay, so this is just a quick recap. Tuning into yourself, understanding your mind chatter, how to reprogram that mind chatter. You do that by awareness. When you catch yourself saying, oh, that's stupid, you're dumb, how could you? When you catch yourself talking to yourself like that, it's time to reprogram that in your mind. When you catch yourself criticizing yourself or anyone else in your mind, stop for a moment and say, it's okay. Rewrite the way you talk to yourself in loving and kind ways. You will be so surprised at how much it opens your intuition more, how much more you connect with your soul. So be aware of your mind chatter. Be aware of your body, your feeling. Are you honoring this vessel? Are you in good health? Do you push it too far? Does it need more rest? Is it trying to speak to you? Sometimes I get this really bad feeling in my chest right here. And that's my intuition when I haven't listened, when it's been 5 red flags. My intuition's been trying to tell me over and over and over the same thing, and I'm not listening. I get this right here. And then I know it's oh, it's time to sit down. Because at that point, I don't even know what this is about because I've ignored it so much. So then it's time for me to sit down and stop whatever I'm doing and pay attention to my body and what it's saying to me. So tune into your body. Be aware of your mind chatter. Tune into it. Know where you need to change it. And your soul. Connect with your soul. And loosen that grip a little. All right, if I can help you guys in any way, let me know. My calendar is open for readings. I love assisting you guys in that way. And I will see you guys soon. Take care.